in digital communication, right? नहीं, ये इंक्लूड नहीं है एग्जाम में, लेकिन पढ़ना तो है ही हम सबको, है ना. So receiver in digital communication. You know that after transmitting the signal into the free space, ultimately we have to receive the signal at the site of receiver. And in digital communication, there are two broad types of the receiver which we commonly use. First one can be correlator based receiver, and second one can be matched filter based receiver, right? So I'm not going to discuss correlator based receiver at present, because correlator based receivers are normally used whenever our channel is a faded channel, or wherever we are having multipath communication. In that case, we normally use correlator based receivers. But normally, if we say a normal communication system where we want to maximize signal to noise ratio, in all those cases normally we use matched filter receiver, right? So today we are going to discuss something about matched filter receiver.
सर
Yes,
सर कोरिलेटर कहाँ बता रहे थे यूज होता है?
कोरिलेटर यूज होता है जहां पर फेडेड चैनल होता है, मल्टीपाथ कम्युनिकेशन होता है जहां पर. राइट, जहां पर बहुत सारा एक ऐसा प्रैक्टिकल सिस्टम होगा जहां पर बहुत सारे रिफ्लेक्टर्स होंगे, trees, buildings are there, and our energy whichever we are transmitting is coming to the receiver via different paths, right? In that case we will use correlator based receivers. But whenever we discuss receiver in a normal communication system where we are not considering that much reflections or refractions, in that case we can use matched filter receiver, because our prime objective is what, that we have to maximize the signal to noise ratio, signal power to noise power ratio, right? So matched filter receiver is very popular in a digital communication system, which we use in the conditions where normally there are not many reflectors or refractors in the channel. Okay? So for example, you can have a simple filter. The response of that filter can be simple ST, and then you are having an input signal, and here you can have output signal, and we are saying that this filter should be matched filter if our signal to noise power ratio is maximum. So for example, here you can have an input signal that is ST, then here you can have output signal which is can be SOT, right? So in that case, the output of SOT can be simply written as ST convolution with HT, right? ST convolution with HT. But if we take the Fourier transform of ST and represent Fourier transform of ST is SF, similarly the Fourier transform of HT is HF, and then SOF can be simply written as HF into SF, right? So by this equation we can relate the input and output of any filter which is having a response HT, right? So now with the help of this SOF, if we want to write SOT, we know that SOT is a Fourier transform of inverse Fourier transform of SOF, or vice versa. SOF is a Fourier transform of SOT, right? So if we want to relate these two equations, then we can simply write that SOT can be represented as minus infinity to infinity SOF e to the power j 2 pi f t df, right? E to the power j 2 pi f t df, right? This is basically the output signal in time domain, which I am relating with the output signal in frequency domain. This is a simple relationship of inverse Fourier transform, right? Now we know that SOF can be written as HF into SF. So at the place of SOF, what we can do, we can simply put the equation of SOF like HF into SF. So as further, SOT can be represented as minus infinity to infinity SF into HF e to the power j 2 pi f t df, right? This we can do. So the output signal in time domain can be represented as minus infinity to infinity SF into HF e to the power j 2 pi f t df, right? And with the help of this output signal, we can calculate the signal power also, because ultimately we want to calculate the signal to noise power ratio, right? To define matched filter, ultimately we should represent the signal to noise power ratio. So if we want to calculate the signal power, so write down the signal power can be simply written as, or before writing signaling power, we should also, just wait a minute, before writing signal power, we should also sample it. So assume the output signal is sampled at t is equal to any bit time period tb. In that case, the output signal can be written as that is SOTB, because ultimately what I mean to say here, that when you are getting final output, the final output can be like this, right? So this is a sampling, and here we are doing sampling at t is equal to t. Then you will get this final output signal. So SOTB can be simply written as minus infinity to infinity SF HF into e to the power j 2 pi f tb df, right? Now we can write the signal power. The signal power will be mod of SOTB square, signal का square और उसका mod. This is the signal power. So the signal power can be mod of SOTB square. So what we can do, we can calculate the signal power and we can simply write it down that it is equal to minus infinity to infinity SF mod of SF HF e to the power j 2 pi f tb का square, in fact df per square, right? SOTB is this one. So what we have to do, we have to take the mod and square, right? This is the output signal power. Now to calculate signal to noise power ratio, right? To calculate signal to power ratio, that is called SNR. It is basically signal power divided by noise power. Right? It is basically signal power divided by noise power. So here we are having signal power with us. Now we have to calculate a noise power. So to calculate noise power, we are assuming a white noise plus. So to calculate noise power, here we are assuming that noise is white noise. So we know that power spectral density of white noise, it can be simply written as m0/2. Now, for example, this is a matched filter. This is a filter, any filter. I'm not saying it is a matched filter. It is a filter, and which is having a response in frequency domain. For example, it is HF, and the signal which is having power spectral density m0/2 is passing through this filter. Then the output's power spectral density will be we have हम लोगों ने देख चुके हैं. So यहाँ पे लिखता हूँ noise output PSD, right? So now noise output PSD can be written as noise output PSD can be written as mod of HF square into n0/2, right? ये फॉर्मूला मैंने आपको बताया था जब मैं रिलेशनशिप बता रहा था टाइम डोमेन और फ्रीक्वेंसी डोमेन के. सो ये हम लिख सकते हैं और द यूनिट विल बी watt per hertz. So to calculate noise power, what we have to do? We have to integrate it, right? So write down the noise power can be is equal to minus infinity to infinity n0/2 mod of HF square into DF, right? This is the noise power. Considering that noise is white, because we are considering the power spectral density of noise is n0/2, right? So here we are considering the noise is white. In general, you can consider any noise, but the power spectral density of that noise should be known to us, right? So it will be easy to calculate the power spectral density of white noise. So that's why we are assuming here white noise. So from this analysis, we can calculate the noise power, and to get SNR, what we have to do now? To get SNR, what we have to do? We have to put the value of noise power here in this equation, right? So we know the signal power, we know the noise power, so we can calculate the SNR at the output filter. So SNR at the output of the filter can be written as minus infinity to infinity SF HF e to the power j 2 pi f tb का mod df इसका mod का square divide by noise power which is equal to minus infinity to infinity n0/2 mod of hf square df, right? This is the SNR at the output of the filter. Now to solve it further, we have to use an inequality. So write down that inequality, Schwarz inequality, right? So write down to solve the analysis of SNR. To solve the analysis of SNR, we can use Schwarz inequality. And what is that Schwarz inequality? So to solve further, we can use Schwarz inequality and what is this inequality? That integration minus infinity to infinity f1t f2t dt square is always less than or equal to minus infinity to infinity mod of f1t का square dt into minus infinity to infinity mod of f2t का square dt, right? So what it means that we can, if we are having two time domain function, right, f1t and f2t, and we are integrating it from minus infinity to infinity, and we are taking the mod of square, then this whole value is always less than or equal to the separate mod square values, right? Minus infinity to infinity mod of f1t square dt into minus infinity to infinity f2t square dt. And the important thing is what, that and LHS will equal to RHS only if, ये तो लेस देन इक्वल टू है, इक्वल टू कब होगा, ओनली इफ f1t should equal to f2t conjugate, right? This is the condition. This is called Schwarz inequality. So we will use this Schwarz inequality to solve the calculation of SNR here. So for this, we are again we expand this formula now. We expand this formula. So how we can expand it? For example, this is S by N, signal to noise ratio S by N. It is always less than or equal to, if we use this Schwarz inequality here, and we can break this whole integration into two parts like this. This can be written as that in minus infinity to infinity mod of hf square df into minus infinity to infinity a mod of sf into e to the power j2 pi ftb का स्क्वायर df, राइट? सो मैंने क्या किया, इस सिग्नल को एक सिग्नल मान लिया है, दिस इज कॉल्ड f1t फॉर एग्जांपल, एंड sf into e to the power j2 pi ftb एक सिग्नल है, राइट? और उसके बेसिस पे मैंने इसको ऐसे लिख दिया। और ऐसा क्यों लिख दिया, बिकॉज हमारे पास नीचे n0/2 mod of hf square df है। सो मैं क्या करूंगा, नीचे लिखूंगा n0/2 बिकॉज इट इज अ कांस्टेंट वैल्यू, इंटीग्रेशन से बाहर आ जाएगा। सो n0/2 माइनस इन्फिनिटी टू इन्फिनिटी mod of hf square df, right? And now we can see that this value and this value can be cancelled, right? So further s by n can be less than or equal to integration minus infinity to infinity mod of sf into e to the power j2 pi ftb df the mod square divided by n0/2, right? This we can write. So if we see the numerator, that is mod of sf e to the power j2 pi ftb df square, in that case we know that we can write it down like this: s by n less than equal to integration minus infinity to infinity mod of sf into mod of e to the power j2 pi ftb right, mod of sf square into e to the power j pi f2b square df divided by n0/2. If we write it like this, then we know that mod of e to the power j2 pi ftb will always equal to 1, right? This is a single part, and mod of this value is always equal to 1, so 1 square will again equal to 1. So with this relationship, we can simply write down the value of signal to noise ratio, the value of signal to noise ratio, that is S by N, it can be equal to less than or equal to minus infinity to infinity mod of SF square df divided by N naught by 2, right? And we know that the value of mod of एस एफ स्क्वायर डी एफ किसी सिग्नल का स्क्वायर करें और इंटीग्रेट करके उसको निकालें तो ये जो पूरी वैल्यू है ये क्या दे रही है मुझे? दिस इज द एनर्जी ऑफ द सिग्नल, राइट? सो वी कैन रिप्रेजेंट इट बाय ई. सो एस बाय एन कैन बी सिंपली रिटन एज ई अपॉन एन नॉट बाय, राइट? और एस बाय एन इज लेस देन और इक्वल टू S by N is less than or equal to 2E by N. Now we have calculated the signal to noise ratio for any input signal which is passing through the filter, and we got the condition that the output SNR of the filter can be less than or equal to 2E by N naught. But if we put here equal to sign, right? For example, we write it like this: S by N is equal to 2E by N naught. And perhaps this will be the maximum value. This will be the maximum value because the value of S by N is always less than or equal to 2E naught. So the maximum value of signal to noise ratio is what? That it should be equal to 2E by N naught. So if we want to maximize, if we want to maximize signal to noise ratio, then it should be equal to 2E by N naught, right? And it can equal to only when F1T is equal to F2 conjugate T, right? So this is possible only when that HF is equal to S conjugate F and e to the power j 2 pi f t b, उसका conjugate क्या होगा? e to the power minus j 2 pi f t b, right? So we are taking the conjugate of this signal, क्योंकि हमने दूसरा सिग्नल कौन सा माना था? SF into e to the power j 2 pi f t b. So we have to take the conjugate of SF into e to the power j 2 pi f t b. So what will be the conjugate of it? That S conjugate F and e to the power minus j 2 pi f t b, right? अगर ये condition satisfy हो रही है, only then we can have a maximum signal to noise ratio from that filter, and again which is a very desirable condition for us, right? Again we can say that we can use the filter which should maximize the signal to noise ratio at the side of this. So ठीक है, very good. So HF should be equal to S conjugate F e to the power minus j 2 pi f t, right? So if we take the inverse Fourier transform of HF, then we will get HT. HT is the real-time response of the filter which we are using, right? So for example, if we want to calculate HT, which is the real-time domain response of the filter, it can be written as the inverse Fourier transform of this HF. So we can write down it minus infinity to infinity HF into e to the power j 2 pi f t df, right? And we know that what is the value of HF? It is S conjugate F e to the power minus j 2 pi f t b. So what we will do, we'll put this value here in this equation. So HT can be written as minus infinity to infinity S conjugate F e to the power minus e to the power minus j 2 pi f t b into e to the power j 2 pi f t df, right? This we can write down. So now HT can be written as HT is equal to integration minus of infinity to infinity S conjugate f e to the power minus j 2 pi f tb minus t, right? tb minus t df. This we can write down as ht, right? Further, we can represent this signal, this whole signal, as minus infinity to infinity SF mod of SF e to the power j 2 pi f tb minus t df or conjugate, right? We can write down this whole signal like this. We can take this conjugate, means we can represent this conjugate as outside of this mod. So the value of these two things are same, means we can represent this whole signal like this, SF e to the power j 2 pi f tb minus t का conjugate. Again we can represent it SF conjugate e to the minus j 2 pi f tb minus t, right? So we can just representing the signal in this way, right? We are putting conjugate sign here. So it means that this is equal to ht. Now if we are talking about this signal, right? We are talking about this signal. This signal means what? This signal can be simply equal to, this is the inverse Fourier transform, or we can write out this whole integration, right? This is the inverse Fourier transform of the shifted version of SF, the shifted version of SF, that is TB minus T, right? So we can write down that it is as S TB minus T, right, conjugate, right? This can be the situation, that this can be the ST, time domain signal, because it is the inverse Fourier transform, and this signal is basically it having shifting property e to the power j 2 pi f tb minus t. The tb minus t से shift हो गया इसका time, right? ये वो signal लिखा हुआ है. So we can represent it like this as conjugate tb minus t, which is equal to ht, right? Which is equal to ht. Okay. Now, if our input signal, right, is a real signal, if our input signal is a real signal, then there is no meaning of this conjugate sign, right? There is no meaning of conjugate sign. So when we were talking about PAM, so PAM was a real signal. मैंने आपको बताया था PAM was a real signal, right? So in that case, we can write down ST is equal to S of TB minus T. So ST was the input signal. अब ध्यान करें वापस, ST was the input signal, right? And output signal is YT, for example, right? And this is the response of your filter, that is HT. So if we have to maximize SNR, see आप इसके पीछे वाली स्लाइड में देखो मैंने क्या लिखा है कि SN by N can be equal to 2E by N naught only if कंडीशन लगाई है, और उस कंडीशन से मैंने ST डिराइव किया रिस्पॉन्स ऑफ filter. So if S by N is maximized and is equal to 2E by N naught, then the response of filter should be S of TB minus T. S of TB minus T. Or you can say that the response should be shifted version. Response should be shifted version. So the response of ST is a shifted version of ST. So that's why we are saying that this is a matched filter, right? This is the matched filter. For example, इसको आप ऐसे भी कर सकते हो. फॉर एग्जाम्पल इसको हम ऐसे भी कर लेते हैं, जैसे कि ये कोई सिग्नल है 0 से टीबी के बीच में, राइट। इसको हम लोग क्या बोल रहे हैं, एस टी, ठीक है। ये एक सिग्नल है जो हमने निकाला है एस ऑफ माइनस टी, ये माइनस टीबी में पहुंच जाएगा, है ना। दिस इज कॉल्ड एस ऑफ माइनस टी, राइट। फिर एक सिग्नल है, उसको हम लोग बोल रहे हैं एस ऑफ टीबी माइनस टी, एस ऑफ टीबी माइनस टी, दिस इज एस ऑफ टीबी माइनस टी, राइट। इस सिग्नल को, ये जो सिग्नल है, ये सिग्नल है, इसको मैंने टीबी टाइम इधर शिफ्ट कर दिया, राइट। टीबी टाइम इधर शिफ्ट कर दिया, तो जो ये सिग्नल था, इनपुट सिग्नल था एस टी, ये रिस्पॉन्स, और ये जो सिग्नल बनाया नया वाला, ठीक है, ये रिस्पॉन्स, दोनों एक ही है या नहीं है, बताओ। ये दोनों मैच्ड हैं कि नहीं है, बोलो।
यस सर, सेम है दोनों।
यस सर, सेम है, बस शिफ्टेड है।
शिफ्ट, तो मैच्ड रिस्पॉन्स हो गया कि नहीं हो गया। इसका मतलब जो फिल्टर आपने ये यूज किया है एच टी, दिस इज मैच टू इनपुट सिग्नल एस टी, दैट्स व्हाई द नेम ऑफ दिस फिल्टर कैन बी रिटन एज मैच्ड फिल्टर। और अगर ये मैच्ड फिल्टर है तो कंडीशन क्या है, कंडीशन एसएनआर इज मैक्सिमाइज्ड, एसएनआर इज मैक्सिमाइज्ड। So whenever you want to maximize the XNR, you can use matched filter. This is the concept, right? So you can write it down, the last line of this discussion, that the impulse response of the filter is same as the input signal, or in other words, or impulse response of the filter is matched to the input signal so that's why this filter is called matched filter. That's called matched. So matched filter is not a different filter, right? Matched filter is a normal filter, but the response of that filter should match to the input signal ST, then only that filter can be named as matched filter. And if the response of the filter is matched to ST, then the SNR will always be maximized. So in a nutshell, we can conclude our discussion that to maximize SNR, we can use matched, right? We can use matched filter. I hope the discussion is clear to you. In the next lecture, we will start with quadrature amplitude modulation, right? Today we have to discuss the matched filter because again and again we are using matched filter in the receiver. In PAM receiver, we have used matched filter. In QAM receiver, again we will use matched filter. So what I think that you should know something about matched filter, right? So that's why I have discussed this matched filter today in the class. So next class we will discuss quadrature amplitude modulation. ठीक है?
सर ये कंडीशन जो है सर, ये इमेजिनरी में क्या होगा?
इमेजिनरी में कॉन्जुगेट लग जाएगा।
सिग्नल का जो हमने
S कॉन्जुगेट
जो स्टार्टिंग में निकाला था वही ना?
डायरेक्ट, हाँ
ओके
बिल्कुल। सो आज इतने रखते हैं बेटा, ठीक है?
ठीक है,
नेक्स्ट लेक्चर में मिलेंगे। ओके, थैंक यू।